Matthew 26:57-75. The people who had arrested Jesus took him off to Caiaphas, the high priest. The scribes and elders had already gathered at his house. Peter, however, followed him at some distance all the way to the high priest's residence. He went in and sat with the servants to see how things would work out. The high priest and the whole council tried to produce false evidence against Jesus to frame a capital charge and have him killed. But even though they brought in plenty of lying witnesses, they couldn't find the evidence they wanted. Finally, 2 people came forward and declared, "This fellow said, I can destroy God's temple and build it again in 3 days." Then the high priest stood up. "Aren't you going to answer?" he said to him. "What are these people accusing you of?" But Jesus remained silent. And then the high priest said to him, I put you on oath before the living God. Tell us if you are the Messiah, God's Son." "You said the words," replied Jesus, "but let me tell you this. From now on you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the power and coming on the clouds of heaven." Then the high priest tore his robe. "He blasphemed," he said. "Why do we need any more witnesses? Look, you've heard his blasphemy here and now. What's your verdict?" "He deserves to die," they answered. Then they spat in his face and hit him. Some of them slapped him and said, "Prophesy for us, Mr. Messiah. Who was it who hit you?" Meanwhile, Peter sat outside in the courtyard. One of the servant girls came up to him. "You were with Jesus the Galilean too, weren't you?" she said. He denied it in front of everyone. "I don't know what you're talking about," he said. He went out to the gateway and another girl saw him and said to the people who were there, "This fellow was with Jesus the Nazarene." Once more he denied it, this time swearing, "I don't know the man." After a little while, the people standing around came up and said to Peter, "You really are one of them. Look, the way you talk makes it obvious." And then he began to curse and swear, "I don't know the man." And then all at once the cock crowed, and Peter remembered. He remembered the words Jesus had spoken to him, "Before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times." And he went outside and cried like a baby.